Okay, so hopefully my audio track of the voice will carry through on this to do this video. So this video will be about how to get creative with this concept of Latin Legos. And for the other video, I had the microphone in such a awkward position so that everything would work out, and I had to move the camera around. So anyway, sorry about all that. Who needs these details? Not you, right? Okay. So what do we have? We have a songo. We have A, B, and C. 1 and A, 2 E. B is 2 E and a. C is 3 E and a. And then 4 is the repeat of B, 4 E and a. Okay. A, B, and C. So, and put together, that's the songo. And we should all really work on having a songo together. It's a beautiful thing to be able to lead with your hi-hat. It's hard. You got to work at it. But then what more can you get out of this? Well, let's get to the unknown through the known. What if, because after you've worked on a songo for so long, this part is going to be super comfortable. Where you come in the one and a, right? So leave that in place. You're used to it. And leave the B there, right? So now instead of a 4 Lego arrangement, you have a 2 Lego arrangement. And that'll be helpful in just a moment. 1 and a 2 B and a Now, because what you're doing is you're deconstructing and reconstructing from that which you already know. So I have a student who likes to kind of get themselves engaged in creative practicing by taking the first two and turning it into a phrase and using, so they would play 3 in a row, and then on the fourth, so the two beats together form the phrase. The phrase repeats 4 times. So they play the couplet 3 times, and the fourth is they put in a drum fill, right? Standard phrasing for most pop songs is play the idea 4 times. On the fourth one, before you go back to the beginning of the phrase again, throw in a drum fill. Okay, so how would this idea work? It would work like this: 1, 2, 3. And I kind of threw in my kick drum when I came back to the 1, that's a good thing, right? Because I with that throwing the fill in there and stuff, it kind of gave it more of a rock feeling. And so what, right? I'm not disrespecting a songo. I'm taking what the pieces are of a songo and kind of making my own thing. So that's an easy way to start. You take something simplify. So then what if after you get comfortable doing that, and I'm not in any way trying to suggest that because I am making these suggestions of try this, that's some sort of route way of learning. I'm presenting ways of looking at the Legos, and I hope that you find ways of looking at these Lego pieces that nobody else has thought of, that you go into this realm of pure creativity. And the point of all this is that when it's your turn at bat and you're writing with your band, you need to, hey, can't you be more creative? Well, yeah, you can, because you practice creativity. So you want to be able to you're practicing being creative, and at the same time you're building up a library, right? And a familiarity with how to assemble things. So let's take the same thing that we just played and just play it in reverse order. Right? B, A. So and you could do, for convenience sake, phrase it, right? 3. and I kind of chunked coming in on that last piece, and that's fine, right? We should go for it, right? We should not care if we're making mistakes when we're entering into this realm of looking to be creative with our drumming. Again, you could let's say you wanted to let me think of something. What I'm trying to do is think of something that I haven't done before, so I'm demonstrating the process, not something that I practiced. It's the idea that's important here. So what if we just move it all over by one, right? So I've never tried this before. So let's instead of A, B, C, B, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, A. So B, C, right? I did that wrong. Right? It's hard, right? I've never done this before, so B, C, B, A. And I want to keep going back to the A. Because I've never done this before and it's uncomfortable for me, what I need to do now is to slow it down. And in playing it slow, like get into it, you know? Enjoy that repetition. And my wallet's sliding all over the place. The acoustics of this room are so, they're great for drum lessons and not annoying my neighbors. I'm in a tight space and it's highly soundproofed, but it creates so much pressure that what the mic picks up is radically different than the ear. So anyway, if you're ever in a situation where you really need to muffle your snare, it's this old 70s drummer taught me this. If you have a leather wallet, flip it over on the leather side, you like that, however you want, and you get a great muffling of your drum. Okay, so we've looked at a bunch of different ways of doing this. What if you could change the time signature, right? Maybe you want to go in that direction. So maybe what you're interested in is 5 time. So we have 4 Legos. If we play a 5 Lego phrase, we're in 5 time. So let's make it easy on ourselves. When we go A, B, C, B, C. A, B, C, B, C. I never tried it this way. I think what I usually did was I added just another A at the end. But that gets weird. Okay. So anyway, never tried this before. What do I need to do? I need to go slow. So I go 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And in a lot of ways, that's an easier kind of exercise to do, right? Because you're taking the thing that, right? How do you get to the unknown through the known? You kind of start getting comfortable with what the songo is. So now you're just adding one more. So A, B, C, B, C. And talking and playing did not help me in that situation. So here we go. So A, B, C, B, C. A, on and on and on. And you can start playing it faster. Or, another thing to do with get creative with your drumming is to do this. Just say, I'm just going to play the songo, and I'm going to start whipping into drum fills wherever I feel comfortable doing them, right? Ideally, you want to start working it into 4/4, right? Well, I'll show you what I mean by that. So I would want to play the songo pattern 4 times in a row, then do a solo concept 4 times in a row. So I'm really hammering in what something feels like in a typical phrase. And this is something I do with my students. We work on creativity stuff all the time. And we have an agreed upon idea about what practice is. The question is, what's the difference between bullshit and practice? Well, if you can repeat it, it's not bullshit. So you're practicing. So if you can come up with everybody does this. You sit down to the drum set and you play some way out thing. And you're like, God, I wish I could remember that. Well, just keep doing that way out thing and try and take pieces of it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Now you're being musical. If you can repeat it, and then over time you start to memorize the things that you come up with. All right. So the idea that we're going to talk about now is let's just play the songo and then go into fills. 1 and 2. And I don't know what I'm going to play, so I'm being honest in my moment here. And the wallet's drifting and all sorts of stuff are happening to me. And I didn't comply with my strategy, right? I got led into other things. And my point is that that's okay. So you have your theme, songo. You have the ideas that are popping in your head, go around the drum set, play them. Ideally, can you do stuff of alternate idea for 4 measures, theme for 4 measures. So theme, 2, 3, 4. Right? So my example came in a lot neater on the second time. Following the basic premise of getting to the unknown through the known. Staying with what was familiar with the A Lego and trying to use that to help mark my time going through a series of 4 improvisations against what was the space that the songo was occupying. So I know I probably went way over on my time, and I hope, though, that this has helped people in looking at developing practice time that is for the pure purpose of creative thought. Right? It's super important that we learn technique. It's super important that you be able to stand on the shoulders of giants, play the songs the way your favorite drummers play them. But how do you get your own superhero costume? How do you become your own drummer? I think that one of the best ways of putting your own stamp all over your music is to sit down and work on these creative exercises. Something where it's not written down, it's you wait for ideas to pop in your head and you transpose that into your music. Okay, so I look forward to all your feedback. Thanks so much.